The national debt is now at 30 trillion. It's up 7 trillion since 2019 alone. I think a lot of people are wondering what the hell is going on with debt right now in our country. How did we get here, and why is this a big problem?
Well, how we got here. Creating credit stimulates, and everybody wants everything to go up. So whenever you get a bad situation, you get this very heavy dose of stimulation, which is credit, making available. But credit produces debt, and debt is an obligation to pay back. And so it builds up over a long period of time. We had 2008 and we had now the COVID. There was a desire to give people a lot of money, but there was no ability to get that money from someplace. So they created a lot of debt as a big stimulation and printed a lot of money to make that easier to pay that debt. And so that's why we have it. That's why everything goes up in relationship to depreciated value. The lesson there, by the way, is don't hold dead assets. One man's debts are another man's assets. So when you hold a bond or a money market fund, you're going to get an interest rate which is substantially below the inflation rate, so you'll lose buying power. So that's what we're seeing in terms of the money and debt phenomenon, and it accelerates. So I would worry about inflation. I would worry about also holding assets that are not prone to deflate, to do badly by losing buying power relative to inflation. So inflation protected assets.
We've heard a lot of prominent voices weigh in on whether or not an impending recession is coming. What are your general thoughts on that? I know you've said in the past that we are in a period of stagflation right now.
So we have a situation where we have inflation. Nobody likes inflation. That takes buying power away. And the other way that they're going to do it is to fight inflation by taking more buying power away, by making credit less available and raising interest rates. For those reasons, I think we're going to have a stagflation, probably a relatively extended period of stagflation. That, of course, creates political changes because people are not happy about that. The wealth gap issue and the opportunity gap, and then people have greater conflict when there is a situation where there are those differences. So I think that's what we're in store for.